think, pressure was more like, going overseas and fighting in front of your first title fight, fighting in front of 30,000 foreign fans. So for me, I'm just, enjoying the moment, loving the moment, and can't wait to put on a great performance in front of my fans, in front of my family.
What concerns you most about Garcia coming up this weekend in next month?
Nothing really concerns me. Nothing really concerns me with any fighter. Like I said, we work on ourselves. We work on all the kinks in our armor. We're very humble. My coach very truthful to me. My father very truthful to me. And, we just work on different things and sharpening our tools, to put on another great performance.
So he's at 39-0 now. Are you concerned about, this fight here, being that he's got that 39, what he's going to bring to the table to ensure that you win this fight?
I mean, he's 39-0, but none of them say Errol Spence Jr. on his record. So, I mean, he hasn't faced a fighter like me, I don't think. Well, I know he hasn't faced a fighter like me with my grit, my ability, my skills, and my talent. So, I'm not worried about his resume or his experience, anything like that. I got pedigree, so I feel like I'm here and I'm meant for this moment.
Errol, take us into sparring, man. Obviously, you're used to sparring guys your size or bigger. Is that the same in this camp, or do you fight smaller guys, faster guys, spar guys like lighter, maybe more similar to Mikey?
I mean, we switched it up a little bit, but on the regular, it's same guys I've been working with. I mean, for us, we want guys that are gonna, make sure I'm sharp, keep me sharp, keep me focused, keep me on my toes, counter punch me, and just, work on different things with me. So with me, it's more getting quality than anything. So, I mean, just because you're smaller guy doesn't mean, he's going to give me great work. So that's why I look for great work and somebody that's going to keep me sharp and just keep my mind thinking.
Well, obviously, Mikey's footwork is one of his kind of underrated aspect that's very good at. I mean, how do you combat that? How do you, he is a smaller guy. I mean, you put the pressure, do you kind of bounce with him? How do you combat footwork?
You'll see. I mean, cutting out the ring, staying focused. Kevin Brook had great footwork too, and he's a bigger guy. And I believe he's faster and stronger than Mikey Garcia. So, I mean, I got the experience. I didn't become a U.S. Olympian and, won different stuff in the amateur just coming forward. We fought off computer styles, computer scoring, and, hitting and not getting hit. So, I mean, I got a lot of skills and talent that I still haven't shown yet.
We were talking earlier about ideal matchups you'd like, Hagler, Leonard. Like you said, a lot of old school cats might jump on you with the Leonard thing. How does the fight with you and Leonard play out, man?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say, man. Ray Leonard's one of my favorite fighters. Just his skills, his talent, and a lot of people don't recognize just his grit. Even coming back from that Tommy Hearns fight where Tommy Hearns was catching all type of shots, he basically, pushed through just to stop him. Even with the Marvin Hagler fight and the way he fought, and the Rand fight, things like that. So, I mean, I don't know how it play out.
Who are some of the fighters today that have that old school fight feel?
I mean, Mikey Garcia, he's an old school fighter, definitely. I mean, you got a lot of guys. You got let me see. You got Joshua. I mean, he's an old school fighter. I feel like he'll do good in the early '90s. You got Wilder, got that old school power. You got that Julian Jackson power. You got the Charlos. Charlos are old school to me. Gary Russell.
Okay.
I mean, they're old school to me. Javante Davis, old school to me. Okay. So, I mean, it's just a lot of fighters.
Errol, I got to ask you a couple of real quick. First of all, how are you feeling today?
I feel good.
Looking in shape?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
He looked clean, though. This is pretty
conservative,
actually, but this is clean.
How was the face-off with Mikey? You guys faced off moments ago?
Yeah. It was dope, man. It was cool, man. It really gets you pumped up, especially being in training camp for a long time. It's just the same thing over and over and over. It's good to break away from camp. And then, it's rare you get to look at your opponent and it gets you pumped back up and get your blood, really flowing. And, it's like, you start the camp again. You can't wait to get back in the gym and train hard and focus for the next 4 weeks.
You're one of the most dangerous guys in boxing, one of the nicest guys. When do you turn it on?
Well, I'm not really that nice. I mean, you know, but you know, it stays on. It stays on, but you know, you got to know when. It's just like when a lion. You know, a lion can play with his cubs. He can pick his cub up in his mouth and carry him, and you know, walk him miles. But you know, when it's time to hunt, you know, it turns on, and you know, something different happens. So that's the same thing with me.
How come we see no video out of your camp? Is that on purpose, or is that by mistake? Or?
That's what I always do. You know, that's just how I am. You know, I don't really, you know, gotta do videos. You know, I wouldn't even have social media if it wasn't for boxing and the profession that I am.
Are you hiding something in the camp, man?
I ain't hiding nothing in the camp, man. This is what I do, man. You know, I'm not that guy to just, you know, film everything I do or walk around with a, you know, film crew and things like that.
But by the way, I saw what you tweeted when they said, what do you think of Pacquiao Thurman?
Yeah.
And you said he needs a tune-up.
He needs to have a tune-up, man. He can't come back 2 years and then fight Pacquiao. You know, I would like to fight after I fight Mikey Garcia and beat Garcia. So, you know, I think it's the fight that definitely could be made.
Thurman?
Oh, no, me and Pacquiao.
Pacquiao said he wants to win this.
Yeah, he's watching this fight.
Thurman to chill.
Is that what you want after this fight? Is that kind of the fight you prefer after this?
Oh, definitely. Not looking past Mikey Garcia at all, but I mean, it's a fight that I don't have to think about. You know, that's another pay-per-view fight.
What do you think about what Pacquiao said?
I don't know. I mean, Thurman didn't look so good. And I think Pacquiao lost a few steps in his bounce. So, I mean, that's an interesting fight.
Everybody's trying to guess what is that one thing that Mikey Garcia saw. Did you hear what Tim Bradley said?
Yeah, man, Tim Bradley. What did he say again?
You don't move your head.
Well, he didn't move his head. He didn't move his head. I mean, all the wars he been in, all the countless wars he been in where, you know, he was out on his feet. Dude said he was in one war where he said he was slurring for a year. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't move my head, but when have you seen me with a swollen eye? When have you seen my nose bleeding? When have you seen I had a cut? So you can say I don't move my head, I block punches. You can look at my fight, you can break them down. You know, I block punches. You know, I probably don't slip punches, but I do block them. I do, you know, parry punches and things like that. So until you see me with knots on my head and swollen eyes and, you know, bleeding out my nose and with cuts, you can't say nothing.
This is obviously the biggest fight this year. How's it from your end? 4 weeks away exactly.
Oh, man, it's great, man. I feel good. You know, 100% ready. I've been training hard, been focused. Like I said, it's great to break away for camp and just get a, you know, different look on things and, you know, meet my opponent. And, you know, we did the little face-off and, you know, seeing what he's seeing and just looking into his eyes. Like I said, get your blood flowing, get your pump back up. It's
a 50-50 fight, but the odds maker at 3-1. How do you see it?
Like I said, you know, even if it's not, you know, an even fight, you know, in my brain, you know, I psych myself out. You know, I'm not, you know, in my brain when I'm training, I'm not the bigger guy. I'm not the most physical guy. I'm not, you know, he's not moving up 2 weight class. In my head, I'm facing another welterweight, you know, and I feel like skills matter, talent matter, and, you know, basically, you know, boxing IQ matter more than anything. So I'm not going to, you know, say, oh, I'm the bigger guy, I'm just going to run right through him or I'm going to mow him down. No, it's not going to be like that. And even if it is like that, you know, good. But, you know, I'm not going to make myself believe that. I'm going to prepare for a strong, focused, hungry, quick, fast, you know, Mikey Garcia.
As you train for this fight, are you developing a sense of animosity for Garcia? Not that you don't like the guy, but to help you train, do you develop a sense of animosity for Garcia or any other fighter?
Nah, with me it's all business. You know, with Kell Brook, you know, I really didn't like him that much, you know, leading up to the fight because he called me Jeff Lacey 2.0. But, you know, Mikey been, you know, pretty respectful. But, you know, it doesn't change how I fight in the ring. You know, I'm physically demanding in the ring. I'm mentally demanding in the ring. And, you know, I'm that guy that, you know, if I can knock you out, I'm going to go for the knockout.
So one more question from me. You mentioned that you're not really concerned with what he brings to the table, more so focused on your training and what you bring to the table. Is that to say that you don't watch any tape or you don't train him? You're just coming in there like a beast. You're a beast to prepare for any fighter, any style fighter you're ready that's in the ring?
Like with me, like I always say, I'm a boxing fan first, and I've always been a boxing fan. So I don't have to watch tape on Mikey Garcia because I've been watching Mikey Garcia you know, even not knowing I was gonna fight him, I've been watching him, you know, since he was at 126. So, you know, I've been a boxing fan. That's like the Kell Brook fight. People like, you watch film? I was like, I don't have to watch film on him because I've been watching him. So I know what he does. Yeah, I'm in it. You know, I watch these fighters when I'm running. I watch them on YouTube. I watch old fights on YouTube. I watch the guys, you know, and today on YouTube a lot. So, you know, I don't really have to watch film with him because I'm already familiar with him, me just being a boxing fan overall. Thank you.
Errol, with social media, you seem to be in tune with all of it. You don't say much, but you seem to be watching. Is it safe to say that you kind of have your ears to everything that's going on? Who's talking, who's saying what, all that?
Yeah, I mean, I be attuned to different stuff. You know, I don't, you know, I take a lot of stuff for a grain of salt, but, you know, I am in tune with a lot of stuff. I do keep my ears open, and people tell me a lot of stuff and things like that, but, you know, I'm definitely in tune. I'm never, you know, out of the loop on things.
I remember you telling me at the Caleb fight, I asked you, Mikey and Robert had been saying that they were, it looks like, you know, they saw something and they were going for the knockout. You said keep that same energy. You have that, like, you want that, right? You want that, like, smoke. You want that, like, kind of aggressive type situation.
Oh, definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to say what you said, you know, keep the same energy when the bell rings and, you know, have that same energy and that same kind of mindset. So, I mean, if they have that mindset, just have to fight them.
Are you that guy that maybe will remind them what they were saying in the ring? Like do you talk to your opponents at all? Or when opponents talk to you, do you kind of answer back in the ring? You have that conversation?
You know, if they talk to me, I might answer back. I mean, that's what we do in sparring a lot. That's how I grew up sparring, you know, talking trash and sparring and things like that. But, I mean, once the fight started, I mean, there's nothing more to say. As soon as the bell rings, you know, it's time to lay hands on my opponent and rather talk to him.
Errol, who's a better basketball player? You, Tank, or bro?
Me. Tank can't hoop.
I've seen him, he is.
Tank can't hoop.
Too short?
He just can't hoop. He's not that good.
How about AB?
Twin can hoop. AB can hoop. AB can hoop. But I already beat AB before. I beat him at the Limit Training Center.
What about Joshua Miller? What do you think about that one?
That's a good fight, man. That's big. I mean, Miller's gonna hype the fight up himself. So I mean, that's a huge fight. That's something he's been asking for. You know, I'm rooting for Big Baby to win. You know, he's the guy. He's from America, so I got to root with my hometown guy. I got to root for my dude, my countryman. So I'm going for Big Baby Miller.
Canelo Jacobs, man, break that one down for me.
That's a good one, man. You know, Jacobs bring the size, bring the reach, bring the ability, and things like that. And Canelo. You know, Canelo's a dog, man. Canelo's a guy, you know, that's going to fight. He has the skills, he has the ability, he has the experience. And, you know, that's going to be a good one, man. Danny has the power, too. But Canelo has that grit, has that good fundamental. So we'll see.
Do you see that as, like, Canelo trying to get inside, Jacobs trying to box him from the outside?